Have you ever wondered if you should start stockpiling non-food items? And if so, what should you stockpile and where should you put it? Well, that's what today's video is. Come along with me and I'm going to show you exactly what I have here and where I put it and give you some ideas as well as tips and tricks as we go. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm in my laundry room and I'm going to go ahead and open up these doors right behind me and we'll start right here. The first thing when you are looking for places to put something is that you put it right by where you can use it if you find the space. Also, it's amazing what you can cram into a small amount of space. This is 2 shelves in my laundry room, and this is where I store basically all of my cleaning supplies. So you can see I have toilet bowl cleaner. I buy that in a 4-pack from Sam's, Lysol, Dawn dish soap for laundry needs, and then behind it is palm or olive dish soap. When I saw a really good deal, I stocked up, and I know that we go through less than one of those bottles every month, so that lasts me. That dish supply soap is good for a year, as is the toilet bowl cleaner. I know that there too. On this shelf is just some odds and ends. I don't use a lot of things cleaning wise, but I stock up on what I use. So these are more specialty cleaning things, plus some flashlights and batteries. And then down here, I have like a little bin of the Fells Naphtha soap. It's amazing. It's also in the cup right there that I use for stain removal, as well as some samples and extra dryer balls up there. Some Pledge multi-surface cleaner. I just buy that kind one now. I have, I think, a Lysol right there. And then this is my laundry things right here. I have laundry detergent. I have Shout right there on the red, and then Snuggle sheets, which I don't really use that often. I use the dryer balls, but in the winter I like to use those. And then behind here I have some washing soap, some borax, and some OxiClean, just kind of my other laundry things. And then laundry detergent. I do have a couple more jars or bottles of this down in the basement, and I'm trying to get it all up here just so it's together. So that's what I have stored on these 2 shelves. Again, this is basically my cleaning things, and laundry supplies are right here. So what do you need cleaning wise? What do you typically use? Laundry detergent is a great thing to stockpile, as is your dish soap. Those would be my 2 recommendations of where you start when you are stockpiling, because you know you're going to be washing dishes and you're going to be washing clothes every day and every week. All right, let's go under these shelves, and I'm just going to step off the stool there. You can see this was an upper shelf. There's our mail basket. And down in these bottom shelves right here, I do have a couple more things. So I have some batteries just stacked in those bins. In the back are all my paper towels. I buy a large pack of the 15 count from Sam's, and that will last me more than a year. We only go through about 1 of those a month. And then I have some tall kitchen bags, and I have 2 boxes of the black trash bags. Again, each of those will last me more than a year because we don't use those very often. But trash bags are a great thing to stockpile. You can always use those. They don't go bad. As paper towels. Paper towels do take up more space, but if you know how much you use every month, just multiply it out and that will help you figure out what to buy. And then down in the front, I have some Lysol wipes just stacked here, and that's where they all are. So that's what I have in this shelf. All right, let's go upstairs and I'll show you a bit more. Okay, we're upstairs now, and before I show you this, I should mention a couple things. First, we are a family of 6, so what you see are the things that our family uses on a regular basis. Second, I am a frugal shopper. I watch for sales, I watch for deals, and I have slowly, that's the key words, slowly built up this stockpile over time. We have lived in this house for about 6 years now, and honestly, it took me about 3 years to figure out where I wanted to store things, where I could fit it, and how I could do it best. So this is what I ended up with. This is a laundry closet, or just you'll see when I open it up. This is our hall closet upstairs, and this is where I keep all of my toiletries and most of my stockpile here. All right, let me open up these doors behind me, and I'll show you what I have. All right, here we go. I'm going to show you everything, and in interest of full disclosure, I will say I recently organized everything because it's a big closet and it's easy for things to get disorganized. But you can see I have all these shelves all the way down to the floor, And then this is how I have decided to organize it, was in these baskets and bins. So there's the overview. So let's just start over here. We have some medicine and Q-tips over there, and then we have our tissues. There was a great sale at Kroger the other week, so I stocked up when I got them for $1.25 a box. If you can find them for that price or lower, that is definitely my stock up price now. I know our family uses tissues regularly, plus we'll need them for school supplies. They're easy to stack, they are light, and a great thing to put on a top shelf. Then over here we have toilet paper. Again, find the brand you like, find the best deal. I actually get some really good deals on Amazon, and this toilet paper here will last us probably about 6 months. I'd have to think how long it is. I have a little bit more in the basement, but that is the bulk of our toilet paper. Then it is actually a hall closet, so I do use it to store beach towels right there. Some extra towels over here. Most of our towels are in the bathroom. And then if you work your way down, this one bin is pillowcases. Those are extra sheets right there. And then some more sheets. And then we have our hair cutting supplies, this Lazy Susan, which I absolutely love. I will leave a link to it. I found it on Amazon. And this is where I keep our medicines that we easily need to access. My kids are all old enough that I don't have to worry about them, but it's wonderful to be able to say, you know, when you need a Band-Aid, go get your Band-Aids. If we need the thermometer, go get it. It's cream. And then in the middle of the night, if someone's sick and I need something, I know right where it is. So I love these, and it fits perfectly, as you notice, on my shelf. I actually have another one that I haven't figured out where to put yet. You might see that in a minute. More bins, we'll talk about those in a second. Those are some diffusers back there, and just some random, what do we have over there? We have some old baby monitors and those type of things. Another diffuser in the back. Mattress pad, or these are, yes, a mattress pad there, and then these are air mattresses right on the floor with the pumps. And then there's that other Lazy Susan, some pads and diapers, and a mattress pad. So just kind of little things. All right, so then the bins, and I have to admit, it took me a while to figure this out, but I am super excited that this works. I found these bins at Target. I will leave a link to the closest thing I can find. They are super sturdy, and I love that they can fit for me 3 on a shelf. You notice they go almost to the top of my shelf, and I have about 1 inch in the front. It took me a while to find a bin that would fit. I like that they are square because I'm not wasting a lot of space. They're slightly slanted, but they're just really sturdy, and they pull out super easily. So what I did was I went through and I just divided up the things we typically use. I'll show you everything that I have here. So this was kind of my overflow. I have 2 bins here. This first one is the travel toiletries. And back in the day when we got all the samples, this was just random samples or shampoos, little things that don't really fit anywhere else, but we can grab quick when we need them. Then I have a whole bin of first aid things. And this is bandages and Neosporin, all those types of different things. A lot of Band-Aids. First aid kit here is in this bin. The best deal I found on Band-Aids, you can actually buy some good ones at the dollar store, which are name brand. Or Sam's will typically once or twice a year run a deal on a huge box of assorted Band-Aids, and that worked out really well. So I stocked us up on Band-Aids then. And that's what I have there. All right, we're going to go up to the top here of these other bins and just work our way through. I have one of sunscreen and bug spray. You notice I actually, before we get in that, I have a little space on the ends of each row. So on this row, there is gel stacked there that we use, my husband and I, so that's back there. And then I have my sunscreen and bug spray. And it's just assorted aloe as well, because, you know, anything that fits just goes right in that bin. And I just kind of toss it in so we're ready for the summer. I have one of medicine, and this is, and some wipes apparently. Let's pull those out so we can see what's in there. Just assorted different medicines that we have in there. I have one for vitamins, and again, this is a variety of all sorts of different things in there. Vitamin C, anything that is a vitamin just gets tossed in there, so I know it's easy to access. So I know it's easy to access right in there. So that's that row. And then if we go down to the next row, I have all my soap on the far side, just bar soap stacked right there. I like using Dove. My husband uses Safeguard, so those are the 2 types I stock. When I buy a bar, I mean, we go through maybe 1 bar a month, so it lasts us a long time, and soap doesn't go bad. So that's an easy thing to stockpile too.
Then in this basket, which is also soap, this is more the hand soap and instant soaps right here. I like to make my own foaming hand soap. So I will typically buy a bottle when they run a good deal, when I get these on clearance sometimes, and then I will make my own. It's very simple. You fill your foaming soap bottle. You need one of these actual bottles that has this type of lid on it, and then at the bottom you fill it about this high where my thumb is, just about half an inch or so of regular soap. Fill the rest with water, shake it up, and you've got foaming hand soap. So that's a great way to stretch regular soap, and I like to do that. But you do need the foaming bottles first to make that work. I could stand to restock on soap there, but that's what I have. Deodorant. Now the best deals I have found for deodorant are at Sam's. They will sell these boxes on sale, and they will go on instant special once or twice a year, and you are getting a fabulous deal on deodorant. So my husband does Old Spice, and I do some Secret or Lady Speed Stick, whatever's in there, and I just stack them in, and that's handy to know. This time I left the box in here because that will tell me that's the most recent one, so I know we're going to use these that are open first right there. Then we have, of course, shampoo and conditioner. I have a dandruff one here, and then lots of Suave conditioner. I do cheap Curly Girl, so that's what I use right there. And then one of the daily clarifying. And again, you just see what fits, and I kind of keep it right in there. Assorted shampoos and conditioner. And then we'll move down one more row to the last row. I have back there, it looks like some Mary Kay samples over there. And then here's feminine products. All the pads and things that you could need are just easy accessed right there. I have contact solution, and really it says contact solution, but these are more just kind of my things here. I actually really need to restock my contact solution. I have one box right there, but it's moisturizer, face scrubs, any of the things really I use personally, and my razors and blades. So this is just kind of my basket right there. And then the final one, of course, the family all knows when they need toothpaste or a toothbrush, it's right here. And it's a mess right now. We've just kind of tossed everything in here. But we have lots of toothpaste and toothbrushes, and you can line them up, of course, easily. I am loving, you've heard me mention this, some of you, these caps. We've started using these for our toothpaste. They are amazing. I'll leave a link to the Amazon description because we really love those, and it's making our toothpaste last a lot longer. All right, so those are all the shelves now. Let's talk about how you can do this and some takeaways for you in your own home. Okay, now that you've seen where I store all my non-perishables and toiletries, let's talk a little bit more, some tips and tricks for you. The biggest thing is to think, what does your family use on a regular basis? Think about those things. Like I said, with laundry things, it's easy to do laundry detergent. It's easy to do dish soap. You know you're going to use those things. Paper products, you could do paper towels. Kleenex and toilet paper would be the main things there. And then toiletries, definitely toothpaste, any contact solutions, any makeup, any shampoo, conditioner, soap. Think of those things first because those are less likely to expire. Bar soap, it's going to be good for as long as it sits there on your shelf. It's not, you don't have to worry about it going bad, any of those type of things. Paper products, they definitely won't go bad either. Once you've figured out the things that your family regularly uses, start tracking how long it takes you to use them. I do it very simply. I will take a Sharpie and just write a little date on the top of each bottle when I open it. For example, I know it takes me 1 month to use a bottle of contact solution. I know it takes me 2 to 3 months to use a bottle of dish detergent, for the dishwasher. I know for shampoo, depending on the size of the bottle, at most it will be 1 per month, but it tends to be closer to 2 months on those as well. Once you figure that out, then you simply multiply it out. Some things you can watch for on sale because that's the best way to build your stockpile. And then other times you think, okay, I have a little room in my budget this month. I'm just going to pick up 1 extra bottle of shampoo this month. I'm going to buy 1 extra thing of dish soap next time I go in. And by doing that slowly, you will start accumulating things. This behind me that you see, it was not built overnight. It was built very slowly and intentionally. And I am still fine-tuning it. I am working through things. When I add something to it, I just put it in the back of those things. And I'm figuring out exactly how much I want to stock for our family. Anyone can do it. I promise you, it's not that hard. Just start slowly.
Start simply and start with the things you use. Then look around your house. Find an extra closet. Find an extra shelf. Store it under the sink in the bathroom. Store it close to where you're using it, or just find a spot. Like I said, we all have little nooks and crannies that aren't being used where we can probably store a couple things extra every time we're doing it. All right, I hope this has helped you, give you some good ideas about what you can stockpile, toiletry wise, non perishable wise. If you are curious and want to see my full stockpile in my basement or anything else that I've talked about stockpiling, I do have a playlist and I'll leave a link to that as well. Then make sure you join me here because every Thursday I do share a frugal grocery haul where I will show you the deals that I am buying grocery wise and, yes, restocking my stockpile and pantry too. If you have any questions about things you've seen or anything else stockpile wise that you just are curious about, go ahead and leave those in the comments and I will do my best to answer and help you as best I can. Thanks so much for joining me, and I will see you in the next video.